No, but I can hear you. Yeah, we're all in one room.
For the folks online. Are you going to have a full complement of roster players tonight, or are you going to be sitting some guys? How's tonight look?
No, yeah, we're going to play everyone. I'm looking at this as another day for us to get better, another opportunity for us to stack a championship day, which is what we've been preaching all summer and what we've been preaching all training camp. So it's going to be fun for us and the guys to be able to play against some other people. And not everyone will play, but we'll get a good amount of guys out there, as we're still in a huge part of evaluating our group and finding out what pairings work best.
And then, as you only have 4 preseason tests, do you kind of have to treat yours when there might have been more?
Yeah, we'll treat them. We'll get more aggressive with our preseason games than I normally would. And we're not going to play guys 30 minutes tonight, but certain guys will play in the 20s, and a lot of the guys that we expect to be in the early rotation of the season will play. We'll play tonight, and it's we're going to hold them to a standard of how they've been competing in practice, and we're excited to see that.
Luke, we're going to continue to ask this until we see it, but are you going to give us a starting lineup beforehand or no?
Yeah, I'll give it to you. For tonight, it's gonna change. But for tonight, and what we're looking to see, we'll go with De'Aaron, Tyrese, Harrison, Marvin, and Rashawn. And again, to me, the starting 5 isn't really that important. I know people like to talk about it, and players like to hear about it, but the only thing that matters is our team and what we're trying to accomplish. And our guys know that. We've talked. And like I said, that we're going to continue to evaluate and change as we go forward and see what's best for us by the start of the season.
Yes, thank you, Coach. Obviously, there's the emphasis being placed on non-basketball moves, and I'm just curious which one do you think, okay, regardless of how much emphasis you guys are placing on this is still going to be a difficult move to ref?
Yeah, well, the whole. Well, I think the easier ones are, when you're seeing players, jumping backwards. Or jumping to the side, all those ones that happen at the moment of the screen, where defenders are trying to fight over, bigs are trying to set solid screens, and these really skilled guards are wrapping arms. To me, that's going to be really challenging for the refs to tell the difference of as far as what's happening. But I do think it's the right move. I think that it's good for the game. I think it'll eventually help clean up some of that and allow the free play to continue more than what's happened over the last couple of years as players have kind of mastered that ability to draw those fouls.
Thanks, Coach.
Luke, I'm just interested in Davion, what you hope to see from him in his first experience tonight. And they talk about how defense is one of the skills that really does translate maybe the best. Would you agree with that for a guy coming from the college ranks? And is that what you're seeing in practice so far?
Well, that's our hope for sure. And we're seeing it in practice. I would say defense is one of those things that normally takes a little bit of time to transfer to the NBA, just with the size and quickness and rule changes that come with playing in our league. But he's been very solid in training camp, and we're really excited to see him out there as well. We're going to get him out there relatively early in the first quarter, and for him, I think the more experience he can get and the quicker he can start playing against all these different types of players, the quicker he'll be able to do some of those things he was doing in college and help bring that defensive identity here to Sacramento.
Hey, Coach Walton, I just have one question. You didn't say anything in your opening statements. How's the team look healthy-wise? Anybody not going to play, or are they nicked up or banged up, or how's your roster looking healthy wise?
Yeah, we're healthy. Everyone will be active. I'll have the opportunity to play everyone on the roster as far as who I want to see out there tonight. Nobody will be out due to injury.
Another one, Luke, regarding Marvin. What can you speak to what you've seen from him so far in the gym, and how confident you are that he'll take steps forward and be a better version of what we saw of him last year?
Yeah, he's been good. Everyone that has been in camp and given those opportunities. We got a lot of guys in there, so not everyone's getting the same opportunities, but the ones that have been impressive. Marvin's doing the things we're asking him to do, and he looks good right now.
Hi, Coach. Coach, you spoke about rotations there tonight. Is there a possibility we could see Davian and Tyrese on the court and the backcourt at the same time for a period tonight?
Yeah, we're gonna see the 3-guard lineup, and when I mention 3-guard lineup, like I include Buddy in that. He's going to play some 3 for us this year as well. But we'll see Fox, Ty, Buddy. We'll see Fox, Ty, Davion. We'll see Davion, Ty, Buddy. We're going to see all of that for different stretches tonight, because that's a big strength of where our team can go. So we need to get those guys familiar with playing with one another, and see how effective we can be with that type of lineup on the court.